And grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But today, might have a little bit of a longer video. If you haven't subbed up and you just come to the channel because you like the vibe, the videos, whatever the case is, I appreciate you as well. Hope you having a smooth 7. But I see y'all know we done switched it up a little bit. Was this like the third? Was this like the? I think this the third time we done switched it, right? They had the very first one last year. We switched it again, and then we switched it to recently where everything was like over there, and now we switching it to this. So this is the 4th time we done switched it. I wasn't gonna switch it until we got that plaque, but y'all know we're gonna get that plaque in 2025. Hit 100K, get the plaque. I'll put it up, put it right there in the back. I was gonna put it where the Malcolm X poster was. Shout out to Malcolm X, man. Y'all know I had to move him around for a little bit. He's still up. I had to move him around though, but I had to switch it up. Let me know how y'all feel about it. But I hope y'all having a smooth 7, man. I've been going through a rough one. Trust me, I've been in a dark place. The mental. The health behind my mental been tested, and I gotta, you know, I'll be alright. But I know I asked y'all how y'all feeling. Some of y'all said how you feeling, and I'm like, bro, I'm going through it. I'm going through it, but I smile, head up high, chest out, and we're gonna get right to it. So y'all know what type of time we on, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
So y'all mean to tell me the United States school curriculum is not teaching us everything we need to learn? It seemed like they gave us all the great civilizations except for the great civilization here in America. It seemed like TikTok and the internet is teaching me way more than school ever did. When was y'all gonna tell me that it's pyramids all throughout this This is Pyramid Lake in California. They were saying it's pyramids and ancient artifacts in the Grand Canyon and how that could take you to Africa. Finding ancient Egyptian artifacts in Ohio. Pyramid mounds in Chicago. I mean, let's talk about the Mayans. The Mayans is literally right there in Mexico. It seemed like U.S. history has wiped American history clean, bro. They'll tell us, oh, the Native Americans was here and Christopher Columbus came over and took the land from them and all kind of unnecessary things. I want to know the truth. There's no way the story goes is that y'all took 10 million Africans from Africa over here to America in some wooden boats through the Atlantic Ocean. I am not buying it when we still seeing stuff like this. I just want to know the truth, man. Y'all boy, comment down below if y'all know any other ancient artifacts and where they're located at, fam. Any mounds, any pyramids, leave them down there so people can do the research, fam, because this don't make no sense. Is this really Tamari? Was ancient Egypt actually over here? Are we living on great ancestral mounds in the ancient civilization? Y'all boy, let me know, man. Peace.
First time I seen Pyramid Lake was last year driving to LA.
You're saying the government has created weather tampering techniques so that the, quote, New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans.
Worldwide.
Millions of Americans, and to control the rest.
Yes, sir. And that's my belief. As bizarre as that sounds, if somebody had told me that that equipment even existed 10 years ago, I would have thought they were nuts, sir. And at this point in time, we have all the documents to prove it. And if you think that 85 tornadoes takes place in the middle of our growing area by simultaneous accident, I'm sorry. With the equipment that's already set up internationally, and as bizarre as that is, it is proven and documented. We will supply you with those documents. As bizarre as that is, I would say that weather wars, and this is quoting actually, that they are the greatest weapon ever created in the world, and that's the senator's own statement. So yes, I do stand on that.
Check this out, y'all. Why does looking over the Grand Canyon and you're checking out the scenery, why do these things look like spires? You know, spires that go on cathedral and churches for free energy. Check it out, look, right? It looks like spires covered with dirt, red clay, right? Like they're hiding something in plain sight, right? Truth hidden in plain sight. What? And then you see this thing over here. Doesn't this look like a giant being? Doesn't this look like somebody, like a petrified giant person? Am I tripping? The legs over here, the arms, the head. You can clearly see the nose. Something is going on here. And then again, look at these things. Look like they're hiding something in plain sight. It's too perfect, right? History shows that the ancients knew about sacred geometry and shapes in order to pull in free energy from the ethers. But check this out, y'all. This is amazing. Could it be that's one of the reasons why they're not allowing people to go in here? Because we know, like, people feel immense energy whenever they go around the Grand Canyon. Have y'all seen those videos? See, check this out, y'all. This is over the Grand Canyon. Look at the static electricity they're picking up in the air. Look at her hair standing up. See? You can hear the static electricity. So what if that's what those spires are used for, y'all? Because look, so what if the Grand Canyon is nothing but free energy and it can charge us up? You notice her hair stood up, right? Well, our hair already stands up. Our hair already stands up. So what if this area charges us up and unlocks something within us? That would be a really good reason to keep us out of this area, okay? But let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments below. This is why the planet's getting charged right now, y'all. You feel that static electricity? Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
You know the crazy thing about that though? Okay, first, do y'all remember when we watched that video with the static and her hair lifting up? I think it was like last year. That was a dope clip. But he talked about what if like we can't go there because the static with the energy is there and the energy might charge us up. Well, energy moves. So if they think they're gonna keep us from there and the energy won't still get to us, think about it, bro. In my opinion, if the energy can charge us up there, if they try to keep us from it, I think by default, over time, that energy is gonna move, and that energy is gonna find us. If we're vibrating at that certain frequency, if we're vibrating at a certain frequency, I think that energy can move and still reach us. If we at the right energy, maybe I'm reaching. If I am, y'all disagree. Let me know in the comments. Also, the clip before that, when they talking about starving, the weather manipulation or controlling weather, destroying crops and all that. I would go ahead and say that hashtag in that video, bro, I'm agree with that. This shit over. Like, for real, bro. They on our ass. I just seen my mom just sent me a video. It might be in today's lineup with Ryan Garcia talking about how the food come with certain things in it. And when you eat the food, they could press a button from a certain area that they in, and you could get, you know, anything start hurting. Whatever you don't like might start hurting. We'll see it later. I think it's in this lineup. In that first clip, how y'all feel? How y'all feel about the first clip? Pyramid Lake, like I said, it looked dope. It don't look man-made either. I only saw it once, well, twice, driving to LA, driving back last year, but it's a dope little spot. It looks dope. It does look dope. Y'all spam it up if y'all been there.
So NASA just came out and confirmed that there is indeed a parallel universe in Antarctica, y'all. This is crazy. So they had this balloon, right, to test for particles and stuff like that in Antarctica. Now, during this process, they noticed something that was very strange, and they said that they noticed these molecules that instead of falling were levitating. I literally have chills, y'all. I knew this was a thing. So basically, they said that they believe that this means that there is a parallel universe somewhere near or on the island, Antarctica, okay? And this parallel universe literally defies the laws of physics, literally defies gravity, okay? So basically, instead of a rock falling down, the rock is going to be going up. So, you know what I'm saying? When you drop something, it's going to go, it doesn't drop, it goes up. Y'all, this gives me very, 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 very strange vibes. The fact that they just came out and said that aliens are real, and now they're saying that there's a parallel universe. The U.S. government is just confirming what everybody already knew.
Did you know that we have 6G now?
6G's actually been out for a while.
Really?
Yeah. They can measure EEG waves, like phones can measure EEG waves. And that basically can borderline read your thoughts.
Holy
and there's
crap.
a reason why you can get an ad for something in, like, you were thinking about it. 5G couldn't penetrate deep enough into the cell. And that's why, so what would happen is when all these towers were put up, you'd see kids that were you know, they would get burns underneath their skin just because the graphene cooks them from the inside out.
Jeez.
And this is what I've been explaining to people is your body's a liquid crystal, and a crystal is basically an antenna. So you have hundreds of thousands of millions of crystals in your body, and that's how your body communicates with itself. So how do they shut these things down? Heavy metals. You eat things that are improper, disrupts the communication between the body. You get into a state of consumption. Your autonomic functions shut down. It's so simple, but they overcomplicate it, and then you're talking to some doctor, you have and there's a bunch of doctors in the room, they're saying stuff that's going over your head. Next thing you know, you're signing a document to get surgery. It's all money.
How y'all feel about that? And I'm gonna go ahead and say, yesterday, I had a thought about some shit, right? And I can't say it for YouTube's guidelines, but it was part of some personal shit. And yesterday, I got a spam email, and in this spam email, it was exactly, not even exactly, it was almost like what I had thought about. When I thought about it, I told myself, selective manifestation, don't manifest it. You don't want to manifest it. And when I thought about it, it popped up in the spam email, and it was like, as if my phone had read my thought. The only thing about that, they dealing with a positive person. Boy, stop playing with me. I'm gonna manifest what I want, not what the hell this damn shit then try to put into my mind. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what they be doing. That's how they control our reality too, in a way. Where, again, if you see something, it might freak your ass out, you know? Because you might have already thought about it. And then it pop up, and then you be like, oh shit, maybe nah, bro. Vibrate higher. F that fear. Get over it, bro. It ain't, you control it. That's how I'm gonna say, and that's the message I'm pushing. Like I said, I'm going through a rough spot. I'm fighting mentally right now. So, with myself, my own personal demons. So, that's to anybody else who feel like y'all fighting with personal demons. You got something that you trying to get up off of you, bro, you gotta do it. You strong enough too. We strong enough. But that's what, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that. That shit just happened to me yesterday. It just happened. It literally just happened. And I don't like that type of stuff. I don't. I let my own thoughts be my thoughts. Don't try to put other shit into my brain. You know what I mean? Or into my realm, my reality. But y'all spam it up if I'm reaching or if I'm tripping. One of the dopest rabbit holes.
There's a Pixar movie that predicted the United Healthcare shit. What? Yeah, a Pixar movie, bro. Wait, it's one we all watched. What's the one? Bruno? No, bro. Oh, yeah. No, fam. And the main character in the movie was the one denying the healthcare. Check this shit out. Yo. Maybe Inside Out, no. Toy Story. No. What is it? All right, it's too much. The Incredibles. Watch this. Watch this. You remember this scene where he was working in an office job and he was working under a boss, remember? Yeah. Listen.
Are you saying we shouldn't help our customers? The law requires that I answer no. We're supposed to help people. We're supposed to help our people, starting with our stockholders, Bob. Who's helping them out, huh?
Keep watching. Denying the healthcare. Yo! Denying the claim.
Understand, I have full coverage. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hoganson, but our liability is spelled out.
Yo, this is crazy.
Pay for this?
Yeah, paid for that. Yeah, fam. Yo. So it was all predicted in the future, bro. Yeah. It was all predicted.
But that was like a side scene too. Like obviously fans aren't
and that was in Deadass Incredible. But we didn't bag it as kids. Now that we're adults, now we see the evil that is, right? Yeah. Now check this out, right? It's like there's more of those movies that have those little instances.
Which ones?
Where they're just trying to leak out more info or trying to spill out a message about what's going on in society, but it's hidden and packaged differently.
Yeah.
Packaged differently in these films. One of them being right beside it is A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Check this out. So on Bug's Life, right? Mm-hmm. There was the grasshoppers that were controlling everyone, and they had all the other insects, all the ants had to work for them. Remember?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Bug's Life. It's always in the kids' movies, man.
Right here.
Pay for this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand.
That's it.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
Crazy. That's a
higher up.
It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in
Holy
crazy.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
And that's all in the kids' films, though, but we didn't realize it. I feel like...
So apparently the sky is falling, and no Chicken Little. We have actual clouds from the sky that's falling, turning into physical matter. On some cloudy with a chance of meatball type shit. When have y'all ever seen a cloud fall? Like clouds is getting so diabolical, they decided that they didn't want to be in the air no more and wanted to experience what a walk is. And now we have to call Scooby-Doo on the sky. I'm flabbergasted. Maybe it's all the CTs they putting in the sky. Like, since when did clouds decided that they didn't want to be clouds anymore and transform themselves into pillow cushion? All bullshit aside, what's really going on with the sky? And why is there clouds that are literally falling from the sky? I have never seen this ever in my life. All over the world. I'm definitely getting Chicken Little vibes from this. Like, what's next, twin? A goddamn alien invasion? But y'all let me know, what's y'all thoughts on clouds falling from the sky in the comments? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Look, mom sent that one to me. She called me and was like, it was two she sent this one and the one with Ryan Garcia. So I'm assuming Ryan Garcia is later on in this compilation. Because I remember she was like, you need to watch this. You need to react to this. People need to see this. And I was like, Mom, the falling clouds, we showed that before. But how y'all feel about the falling clouds? I think it's the CTs. That's, y'all know what that is. Y'all gotta put that one together for entertainment purposes. We're gonna follow YouTube's guidelines. But it's all the CTs they putting in the sky. But I wanted to ask y'all, to anybody in SEC, you ever been out there by Lincoln, like borderline Roseville, Lincoln, right between, before you get to Thunder Valley? It's like, what is that? I think it's Fitterman, right by West Park High School. It's way out, the middle of nowhere. It's like the suburbs. Have y'all noticed that warehouse that blow out smoke, but it look like they fake clouds? I'm just asking. It look like a warehouse and then it be shooting out smoke and shit. And next thing you know, it's clouds that be coming out of there. I'm just asking. I'm observing. Next time I see it, I'm going to record it. And I want y'all to tell me. Let me know.
Ryan Garcia was telling the truth the whole time. Everybody said he was lying. They said he was delusional, crazy, deranged. But no, it turns out he's none of them things. This shit is crazy, fool. So we all know that the U.S. held a briefing and that they said aliens come from the ocean. This was only a week ago. Ryan Garcia told us this 4 months ago. Look, y'all, watch this clip.
They have these things where in the water, they put nanotechnology in your water and your food, so they press a button in your stomach.
I know a smoke shop that sells all the flavors.
They have weird technology. I'm trying to expose everything right now. Weird technology, all the food that you're eating right now, they put little technology in there, so when they want to get you feeling sick, like if you really don't like feeling sick, they can press a button and feel nausea. If they don't like when your throat is hurting, they put, your throat's hurting. They do a lot of weird shit. They have nanotechnology. All the aliens are in the water. They're actually getting ready to come out with everything. It's insane.
And they did.
True. We're in the end times right now. I'm not even kidding, guys. Get right with Jesus. I'm not kidding. I promise you guys, I wouldn't lie. I'm not a weirdo. I'm safe. I'm very focused.
So as y'all can see, Ryan Garcia came out saying it way before the U.S. did.
Is it a far reach to y'all?
There's like some other TikTok account that's kind of like Schoolboy 9-ish. It's like a guy in Colombia that has a family and it's all ragdolls. So he lives in Colombia. He has a wife and 2 kids. I'll show you the video real quick. Look at this shit, man.
Ew.
And he goes around like celebrating.
That looks like Lazy Town, fam.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it actually does.
Like Lazy Town.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't show you this yet, but look at the kids. So he goes out and like he goes celebrating their birthday, takes pictures on thing, and people are saying like there's theories like,
oh, did his wife and his kids die, and he's probably like traumatized from that, stuff like that.
He's probably hurt from something, and then he has to fill his life with the same love.
But then, bro, he goes on a video and is like, okay, I don't get a lot of girls in my life, and this is the only way I can kind of cope with that. So if I don't get a wife soon, I'm gonna marry my ragdoll wife.
It'd be better. I hope he finds love, man. Like that's only. But it'd be better if it was an actual, I guess, like a sentient thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I kind of get it.
Like if you could fall in love with something that can communicate back, I feel like it's really weird to fall in love with something that's inanimate.
That's normal.
Is that how's that normal?
Because
falling in love with
because when we're a kid, we fall in love with our teddy bear. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's how we kind of grew up. So maybe...
True. I didn't back that. That's actually a good point.
So maybe it's like, that's just his way of coping. He can't get a girl. Let's just use my imagination now.
Because in my head, I would think it's a lot easier to fall for someone that's like an AI companion. You know Her? Like that movie Her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where it's a voice of Scarlett Johansson and then she's talking back to you, but it's as if you're just talking to a person.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, maybe some people's imaginations are that good, you know what I mean?
That's weird, though.
Yo, somebody's been lying, but we're about to get to the bottom of it. TikTok. I know. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let me slide one time, all right? Just let me do my thing. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is just theory. I'm not saying that this is true. I just want y'all to hear me out and tell me what y'all think, all right? It's just a theory. Some of the events are true, though. Some of these things did happen. Like this. This did happen, all right? They didn't teach you about this in high school, but there's a lot of crazy things that are going on in history that nobody seems to know about or nobody wants to talk about. But we're going to bring the truth out because it's just that age, right? It's time for this. There's resets that happen. The timeline is jacked up and we all know it, right? We know that they changed history. We heard of the phantom time hypothesis. I got a whole video about it where they changed thousands of years of history, okay? And it's all a lie. History is a complete lie for that guaranteed amount of time that they changed history and made up history, all right? I want you to watch this video real quick, and then we'll get right back into it, okay?
Welcome, and thank you for joining me for today's exploration into orphan trains, completing the reset. The objective of today's exploration is to consider the role the orphan trains played in the last reset. And this is one of the theories that we consider the most plausible, the 5 eras theory. Breaking down the entirety of human existence into 5 distinct eras that were separated by hard resets. The Golden Age comprising the first 3 eras, and then the Tartarian Age, or the age that preceded ours, whatever you want to call it, the civilization that we believe was across all the lands that came before us. Then we had a hard reset, and the year on that hard reset we debate. Was it 1850, 1800, and 1750? And that brought us into our contemporary age, or the current time frame that we have many unique and creative names for, such as the age of plastic, the age of disposability, and the age of many different alluring historical narratives. What we're looking at here, though, is the time frame immediately following 1850, which is when we believe the last reset occurred. And we're going to look specifically at how that reset was implemented. It looks like there were 3 distinct approaches that were used: conflict, assimilation, indoctrination, and typically in that chronological order.
All right, so they talked about a reset. They talked about a timeline, they talked about a reset, and the timeline they gave was 1860s, right? The 1860s, okay? Which is important, imperative, right? So between the 1860s and the 1900s, mid-1900s, they had the orphan children, these children who were getting sent all around the world, right? All around America, right? To work on farms, begging people to take these children in, right? Open your doors, please. Somebody take these people in. But I think there's a sinister plot, and I think that that's the reason why you only hear about one half of history, and the rest is just completely wiped out, right? I believe, based on my research, that slavery was not just a white and black thing, as in white people in power and black people enslaved. What my research is showing me, that it was a multi-ethnic thing going on, and all different kind of people were enslaved, and all different kind of people were free, all at one time. It just so happens that after the reset, a certain kind of people ended up being at the top. And I won't even say they're at the top. I'll just say that they're the spokesperson, that they're the visual for what the top is. But it's possible that we all had humble beginnings. The color line that was drawn after the reset really set us up. When I was young, there used to be depictions like this, and me and all my friends would talk about, oh man, if they gave me the opportunity to shave the master, that would be his last day on earth, blah, 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 blah. Now, what if something like that was to have taken place, but they make you think it's something different? What if they did get tired? What if they did have an uprising? And what if that uprising looked like this? Pay attention to these timelines and watch this. In 1910, nearly 1 million black farmers in the U.S. owned a total of 15 million acres. By 1969, they held only 6 million acres. In 1920, blacks owned 14% of the nation's farms. Today, there are only 18,000 black farmers, representing less than 1% of all farms. And this is according to Michelle E. Lee's work in the Roots. All right? This is only a theory, but my, how the tables may have turned.
That's the music I grew up on. But I mean, on top of like Mom's played that and some gangster shit too. But it was a little bit of both. But y'all let me know, is that a far reach? I don't think it's a far reach. I think it's a great question to ask. What if they did have an uprising? Like, but then that kind of makes me think that the Black Boule or the Black Royal family, they was like, look, what we gonna do is we gonna flip this shit and make it look one way so that we keep shit going another, and really we the problem. I mean, like I said, it's uncomfortable to talk about, but sometimes shit needs to be talked about. And people always like to say, oh, you're pushing division, or you're pushing this. Look, bro, I'm pushing the uncomfortable truth. I'm pushing the truth. I'm pushing shit that needs to be talked about. That's what I'm coming with. And I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be talked about. We need to be able to have conversations like this. We need to be able to ask questions like this. And Rashad Poet, legend, that's my guy, bro. Shout out to you. Appreciate everything you do. Everything you do. But it just makes me question, like, when we talk about the Black Royal family still being in charge, and then they just making it look one way when really it's, y'all get where I'm going about the Black Royal family. Like, they making it look like they're placing the division in the world so that any of us, I don't care if you yellow, purple, green, whatever color you are, I feel like they keep all of us going at each other. In my opinion, that's my opinion. But like, just because I talk about it don't mean that I'm giving it energy. No, I'm trying to help people who still stuck in that way of thinking out of that way of thinking. So while other people like, well, what we talking about is not doing anything, well, you go ahead and move forward. Me, I'm gonna be the one to go back and help the people. I'll go back and try to lead them out of that shit. You know what I mean? That's my job. Or I'm gonna take that role. So But y'all let me know, is that a far reach? Is it not? But I feel like it's an uncomfortable conversation, and I feel like sometimes uncomfortable conversations can help the masses. It can help the collective. It can help the people. It's my opinion. Y'all spam up y'all thoughts though. Shout out to Rashad Poet.
Yo, somebody's been lying, but we're about to get to the bottom of it. All right, we find ourselves in a weird time. All right, a time where people are getting replaced. Lands are being conquered. And people can go from looking like one thing to looking like something completely different overnight. So in 1755, Benjamin Franklin said that the number of purely white people in the world is proportionately very small. So how did the numbers change so drastically? Watch this.
On this photo from Portland, Maine, of the old City Hall. In their newspaper from 1888, they wrote that it was built in 1825 and was used in 1832. So this was going on like 200 years ago. And you can see what they're all riding around on. They were able to build these kind of structures so fast, apparently, that after 63 years, this thing was so outdated and needed to be demolished. And it's interesting because this exact story is given to us all over the USA. And in all honesty, it's all over the world. It's weird how we were told that they lived in sheds, yet could afford to knock down relatively new structures like this. Oh, and we are told that they built this thing with a population of like 8,000 people. Like I said before, anyone on a horse, a donkey, and anyone who had a wagon, a shovel, or a chisel was born with incredible architecture skills in the 1800s. It's incredible stuff. And I know some of you have mentioned this topic in the comments below. Well, here is a conveniently half-destroyed photo from the 1904 World's Fair. And if we just zoom in a little, you can see what this exhibit was. And here's the description we are given. Served as a fair attraction and a working hospital. This is normal for a fair attraction? These fairs have a much darker purpose than what we have been told. Just read that last sentence. They were brought from hospitals to the concessions. Well, they were brought from somewhere, and this is such a weird thing. Using common sense, how many mothers would allow their kid that is born early to leave the hospital to be, in their own words, an attraction at a fair? Let's use our brains a little now. These are not coming from the hospital, in my opinion. If you want me to get more into this, I will. But I think we get the point, that this was an operation to populate these cities again. And when did Ellis Island start taking immigrants? New Year's Day, 1892. Perfect time to start an operation. You don't find it odd that right around the exact same time period as these World's Fairs, you have these operations to refill the USA back up with a brand new batch of people.
So we're speaking about the World's Fair, all right? And when you think about the World's Fair, you think about the architecture. And we know that the architecture is Moorish architecture, is Tartarian architecture. But who are the Tartarians? Who were the true architects? All right, Korai Turks, all right? Their name meaning black may ultimately derive from the Kurites, a Turco-Mongol polity in the 11th century Central Asia, absorbed into the Mongol Empire and participated in the Mongol invasion of the 13th century, but may also be connected to those of various other Central Asian groups, all right? After various groups of these Turkic nomads became part of the armies of the Mongol conqueror Genghis Khan in the early 13th century, a fusion of Mongol and Turkic elements took place. The Turco-Mongols, a term referring to a mixture of Mongol and Turkic peoples, were often known historically by the terms of Tatars or Tartars. Kurites, all right? The Mongol legend traced the clan back to 8 brothers with unusually dark faces. The Greek name Aethiops in Ethiopian is a compound word derived from the 2 Greek words translate as burnt face. So these Tartars derived from the 8 brothers who had unusually dark faces in the Asia area. And just like faces can change overnight, and Moses can be brown, and a Somali man can be white, we'll see how a people that derive from 8 brothers known with unusually dark faces can turn fairly bright Somebody's been lying.
Okay, Rashad Poet, bro. I know if you watching this right now, keep doing your content, but keep that damn fire coming at the end of the videos. I hope that can make it through the copyrights when I post it. But yeah, shout out to you again, bro. But I also want to tell y'all, there is something that I just remembered. So when I was a kid, rest in peace to my granny, God bless the dead. She used to always be like, she used to watch us around 2001, because I remember 9/11, it just happened. And she used to watch me and my sister before school, while my mom was always at work early. And she used to always just give us like, well, give me history lessons, because my sister was like a baby still. And she would just be like a personal family history lesson. If y'all know about the griots, she was pretty much like that. And she would just be like, my daddy, he was Mongol. That's what she used to say. He was Mongol. My daddy, he was Mongol. And then she would start, and that's the only part I can remember. But when I see Tartar, I feel like I've heard her say that before. But when I first seen Tartarian, I'm not thinking. When you lose family members, you can't. When you finally connect a dot, when you connect the dots to something, or you find out some more information, put the pieces to the puzzle together, you can't. And they no longer here, you can't go back and ask, you know, because they no longer here. So that's why you gotta ask them why they here, or try to, you know. But yeah, that just woke me up down that. So now I'm gonna have to go talk to the family about a little bit more of little shit like that, because yeah, he just woke me up to something. That's something personal in my life that I remember her saying, like, oh, my daddy was Mongol. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. But when she used to say that, I used to be like, wait, ain't Mongol over there in Asia? I was young, but I always loved social science. Like, I always loved social studies, social science. So when she said that, I'm like, wait, because we had learned that in school. And that's when she had told me, like, he's Mongol. But I'm thinking, like we look this way. How the hell are we from Asia? It just didn't make sense. But if Rashad Poet just broke it down like that, it kind of make a little bit more sense for me personally. But y'all spam up y'all thoughts, y'all opinions. Let me know where y'all going with it.
People of color have to stand together, because the people of color, Diddy, Jay-Z, wait for Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg gonna go down, okay? I said it at the Olympics. They gave him that. Now they're gonna pull the rug out right from under him and slap his face straight into the cement. Perhaps put cement boots on that boy and, you know, do what they do with that. Yes, Snoop Dogg, I'm saying that.
Snoop, hey, did y'all hear Snoop's new interview? I know y'all heard it on Bootleg Kev. They asked him about some allegations or something, and he said, they said investigation, and he said, he laughed, and he was like, next question. Y'all let me know if y'all saw that.
I'm begging you guys to go and research what this means. Go deep dive the origin of this phrase. Please, please, I'm begging you. Go and look what it means. Go and look where it came from. Go and look how long ago it came from. And then I want you to step back, pretend that you're looking at the planet or your country or your state or your community or whatever it is from way pulled back, and I want you to compare it to the origins of that statement. Where are the bread and circuses in your life?
Yo, so I'm here to enlighten you to something today about some tuning forks, if you're cool with it. This is 432 hertz. This is a frequency that the earth vibrates at. this was your musical standard before the 1950s, somewhere around that time. I don't know why they changed it. Alright, anyway, but this is something that's going to help you cognitively get it together. So it helps you to hemisync your brain. It helps you to get things together in a way of neuroplasticity. All right. I love it. And I love what I've learned since I learned about vibrational frequency and what getting right with frequency can do for my life. So right here is a list of all the different tuning forks that come in this set and what they can do for you. And they got stems from relaxation, connection to universal energy, DNA repair, energy cleansing, balance and harmony, all kinds of good stuff, you know. And it's my good friends at Orbs. So I just wanted to enlighten you guys to the fact that you can get a hold of some tuning forks for an affordable price. And if you know about vibrational frequency and you know what it can do for you health-wise, then you know that we all need a Rife machine in our life, right? And a lot of us can't afford one. But these are affordable. Alright, so y'all have a blessed day, man. Hold your head up. Stick your chest out. Love life because God gave it to you, alright?
Just in case. Y'all ain't got y'all vibration today, y'all frequency. There you go. I hope not.
Sometimes I don't know if it's people that piss me off or the fact that Earth can sustain a life form like people that pisses me off the most.
Hey, look, shout out to Debbie. I got a question for y'all. So we in Target yesterday. We leaving, I don't remember, like kind of by electronics. There's this guy. I'm not gonna give you a description of what he looks like. I'm just gonna say, I mean, it's been a lot of dumb people. Some people say they don't like for me to say NPCs, but I don't give a damn. That's what I feel like some of them is. I feel like some of them is NPCs. But he just standing there. He had a Blue Lives Matter sweater on. And he just standing there. And I don't know what he's doing, he don't know what we doing. And he, I guess, trying to go down the aisle, we trying to go down. We trying to go the way he trying to go. Instead of him just using his mouth and his words, he's being an asshole and just standing there. And then when we walked by, I said, excuse me, and y'all don't know how much strength that shit took for me to be the bigger person. Because I sometimes hate being a bigger person, but it's better to do that. And like I said, I ain't been in the right headspace, so if I do some shit, I'm gonna be doing shit based off feelings that I've had for years, for decades, bro. And this person gonna deal with the wrath of some shit, you know? And he might be thinking that it's simple, be thinking that it's all good, shit ain't like that. I'm not, or I might not take it to the furthest extent. And it's like, bro, like I said before, hurt people. And I'm not fully healed yet. And I'm not numb to this shit like I used to be. So now I feel everything. I feel everything. And afterwards, and this how, and I don't know if y'all be like this, but lately I know I have to get my frequency right, because I used to be able to just let that go and be like, nah, you know, we just vibrating low. I don't mean no harm towards him. But then as I got home later, I started thinking about it. It was like 9 o'clock and I'm laying there trying to like ease my mind, and then I just thought, I let this man slip. I let him slide. Like, bro, and it pissed me off. And that's when I knew, like, bro, you can't tap back into that type of energy. That type of energy will make you regret a lot of shit. You know what I mean? You already regret a lot of, not regret now, but you know, you already wish you could have did things differently from the past. So don't reenact those steps. And it just pisses me off, because it's like, and I wanted to ask y'all, Since when did God make a blue life? When did he make a damn blue light, bro? I just feel like they made that shit to create more division. Just like the other party. Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like that's how I feel about people too. I've been out trying to shop around the holidays and I feel dimmy. That's a valid ass question. I don't know if I get mad at people or if I get mad at how Earth is allowing some of these people to still be here. And walk amongst us. Like, bro, why shit just can't be we all vibrating high? We all ain't trying to do no harm. We all ain't attacking each other's energy. Why this shit just can't be simple, bro? Why it can't be simple? I don't know. I don't know.
I got a question. When did we become so spiritually stupid? Like, y'all remember when we used to think our greatness was tripping, calling everything demons and praying against everything? I think I'm starting to get where they coming from now. We done got so annoyed with them, we wasn't actually listening. And now look at the outcome. Now we got YNs running everywhere and an army of sexy reds. And you know what they got in common? Everybody is on demon time. Everything is excessively demonic. I can't even turn the TV on and watch a regular TV show without feeling like I have to pray now. And then on top of that, we done turned everything so scientific, we done took the spiritual aspect out of everything. Like a lot of the times when we under spiritual attack, we label them as stress or anxiety. And we take medication like pills or medication. And it just feel like the world's so wicked nowadays, you can't get caught lacking. It's like you gotta walk outside with a water gun full of holy water and scriptures in your left pocket. Matter of fact, I'm finna call my granny and get some game right now.
Facts, bro. Wisdom. Speaking my life.
If you thought about getting Ray-Ban Metas, you might want to watch this.
How the two Harvard students used Meta's Ray-Ban special glasses and figured out that you could dox people in seconds. When you look up, they literally went around looking at people. So they got something called eye x-ray, iPIMS. It's an app, right? It's a tool extension of the glasses. So it allows you to put people's face in the frame of the glasses and it'll instantly pull up addresses, your phone number, your name. It could even pull up where you work and what type of work you've done. And no one's talking about this. Now, I'm a gamer, but I'm not like a super gamer. You know what I'm saying? But this is Watch Dogs in the flesh. And like a few years ago, Black Mirror showed us that this was a possibility. Similar to Star Trek showing you FaceTime was going to happen before it happened, Black Mirror and Watch Dogs have now officially done the same thing. So nobody's talking.
Which one better, Watch Dogs 2 or 3?
Okay, old heads. I see I'm not the only one who be thinking about cartoons and stuff when you be taking your herbal medicine. Because I hear this little theory that y'all putting out there that, the Jetsons and the Flintstones coexisted at the same time. The Jetsons lived in the air and the Flintstones lived on the ground and they survived the apocalypse. But except for, we done seen what the ground looked like for the Jetsons. Check this out.
Now make little Orbs take his vitamins no matter how much he fights you.
And be sure Werner wears his filter top. He's allergic to moon dust. I promise little Anode he can sit by a window. He gets space sick. And keep a close watch on Arthur. He's always getting lost. Mothers, how about face? On the double, get lost.
Shuttle to moon now loading.
See, I done took my medicine, so I'm ready for y'all. See, that was the ground. You ain't see nothing that looked Flintstone-like. It was modern. Except for, there is a theory that I want to float, which is they were living at concurrent times in parallel universes. And you know how we know? Gazoo told us. Check this out.
Well, where they put me, where am I? You're in Bedrock. I don't mean the location. What year am I in? 14th century? 15th? Where?
A prehistoric mastodon. They've sent me all the way back to the Stone Age.
So it's parallel universes, y'all. Y'all know that. The Great Gazoo came from a whole different time and space and got sent back to that time. So it's parallel universes. It ain't no above and below. Now, what y'all think about that?
So you guys know that the birds are directly connected to the electromagnetic grid of the earth, right? When you see tons of birds do this, I've been telling you, look at the birds. Y'all, people are recording birds all over the planet, going crazy, just flying up in the sky. Something is going on. Remember the movie Birds? This is in South Jersey. Look, it's gotta be thousands and thousands of them. Where are they going? And here goes another video. All of these videos are different. All of the videos are different. And you guys know this is directly tied to the lights flickering, right? You guys know that? All the lights flickering in all these different locations. This is having to do with the electromagnetic grid of the earth. What is going on? Ever since Pluto entered Aquarius, you guys, things have just been... It's like a pinball. It's like a pinball machine. That's the only way to explain it. No matter where the ball hits, something is going to happen. It's going to make some type of noise. And this is exactly what I feel like what's happening over the planet right now. The energy is just going everywhere. The birds know, and also the animals in the sea. But things are going to get a lot more interesting, y'all. It just started. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Hey, I seen a comment and somebody was like, bro, the fact that they seen all the birds didn't mean nothing. That's normal. The birds just migrating. Yeah, birds do migrate. I think everybody knows that. That's like a common sense thing. You know, birds migrate. They migrate south, they migrate north. We know this. But I feel like if we seeing them in multiple different locations like we've been seeing, I feel like maybe they're getting away from something. One time, it was like 2017, I seen a bunch of birds fly away from an area. And less than like 10 seconds later, a gunshot went off. Boom. And then I see more birds come from that same area. It made me wonder if they can feel energy before we can, which I think they can. I really do. Earthquakes, stuff like that, they feel that shit before it comes. Like he said, they having a sense, what is it, a sense of, I gotta go back and listen to what he said, but it's in their brain. I would agree, but also the lights flickering, I think, and the birds flipping, I think it's coming from the drones. Personally, I think it's the frequency the drones is putting out. But y'all let me know. Spam it up.
The Flintstones takes place in the future because in the crossover with the Jetsons, that's proof they're part of the same universe. And the Jetsons, they live out in the space thousands of years in the future, and they build a time machine to go even further into the future, and it brings them to Earth where the Flintstones are. Now naturally they just assumed they went back in time, but the time machine actually worked because the Jetsons were part of the upper class that got to leave Earth as it was rotting away and start a new civilization. Meanwhile, the poors were left in the rubbish of Earth to try to rebuild. And that's where the Flintstones are today. And if you take an even deeper look, how do the Flintstones know what baseball is? How do the Flintstones know what Christmas is? They know these modern sports, these modern holidays. It's because they've already experienced them. And to top it all off, what does the theme song say?
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family.
Modern.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the new era of the Stone Age in the future because the Flintstones are a post-apocalyptic civilization.
I used to watch Flintstones with my grandmother. She used to let the Jetsons, I didn't.
Yes. You look so small. I think you gotta be walking around. That's bigger than me. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, can you interview James for me, man? Ask him what happened.
So did you get contact with the culprit, aka Islam?
Yo, James, how you miss that, bro?
How'd you miss that? It's fucking here. Alright. So, alright, keep going. So, we sent you to protect this drone, and you happen to just run it over. How do you... Yeah? Okay. What was your game plan going into that?
Damn, man, these drones, governmental.
People to understand that we do not live on a planet. We live on a corporation. The people that control this world, they sold us out to these people right here. These great aliens, along with other ETs, made a deal or a contract with the people that control this planet. The contract listed, we will let you take certain people if you give us technology. That's why we hear about some people being some people never coming back. But part of the contract was you can take these people, but just don't hurt them. I mean, you can hurt them, but make sure you erase their memory so they don't remember the pain. These are the life forms that we can't see, but yet they control everything behind the scenes. Who do you think created the Matrix? Who do you think gave us the moon? If you pay attention to these great aliens, they actually are the same color as the moon. Maybe because they watch us from the moon. If you start to listen to people's stories about being abducted by aliens, they always say they was tortured. But if you ask a black person, they say, no, I wasn't tortured. So the question is, why don't black people get tortured when they get abducted by aliens? Kind of seem like the aliens are happy to see us. I just want people to understand. The reason why black people don't get tortured when they get abducted by the aliens is because black people are really aliens. We are the aliens that lost our memory. Now we are enslaved. The reason why we are enslaved is because we are not home. Remember this famous dream work?
Look at this, y'all. So you guys are really gonna sit there and tell me that this is a cloud? Look at this. They are here. You're really gonna sit there and tell me that this is a cloud? Look at that. Have you ever seen a cloud shaped like this? A perfect sphere, a perfect cylindrical shape. Look at the edges. What? This right here is off the coast of Australia. What is going on there, y'all? Look at that. What is going on, y'all? Wow, that thing is incredible. Come on, y'all. When have you ever seen a cloud like this? When in the world? Oh, wait, please tell me. Especially that low to the ground, to the water. Look at this. They told us it's in the water. Stop looking up right now. Y'all need to be looking in the water. They're coming up out of the water, and you can clearly see this huge thing over here. Yeah, that didn't come from the sky. Ain't no way that came from the sky. It had to come out the water. This is amazing, y'all. Are y'all excited yet? Are you guys excited yet? Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Everything in our reality is dealing with time. Timelines and time shifts. These people that control the world right now, they are trying to control and change our timeline. So when you look up and see the orbs and the drones, these orbs left their timeline to come in our timeline because they understand that we are going to destroy it, or they are trying to destroy it. This is why the Pope is trying to do a ritual on Christmas Eve. They are trying to make sure that we all do a New Year resolution. But the New Year resolution energy is going to go to who? Lucifer. The people that's in office right now, they try to use these drones as a fake alien invasion before the Orbs got here. But the Orbs was already waiting for them when they launched their drones. The sun just let off so much plasma, it changed our timeline. So we are leaving the dark ages, the moon, and we are going into the golden age, the sun. The Cabal was using this cartoon right here to change time shifts and timelines. Well, 2025, it's not going to look good for the bad people. Their dark magic is over with. They're going to walk around with a broken heart because we're about to get all of our abundance back to us. This is the same reason why this dude right here was at McDonald's, the Golden Arch. They tried to change our timeline and still our goal. The goal is really the sun that's connected to our heart. Let me explain how these timelines really work. If you watch cable TV, you might have 100 different channels, but you can only watch one channel.
Far reach or no? that came with no sound, but y'all think that they at war?
So the residents of New Jersey have reported that the birds acted strange after the drone incidents have happened. Literally millions of birds. Some people are saying that this is the Great Migration. Well, then why is it that people that live there their whole life never seen this? I have never seen this many birds in my life. Literally acting super strange. Literally hundreds and thousands of birds acting super weird. What in the entire is going on in New Jersey? And could this be a sign that something is coming? And for those that didn't know, animals have magnetite crystals inside of their brain to help them detect the Earth's magnetic field, especially birds. And that's the thing that helped them tell them when something crazy is about to happen. You know how animals be acting weird before tsunamis and earthquakes and other strange shit happen? So y'all pay attention to the animals. They know when some shit is about to go down. Now y'all let me know what y'all think about the birds acting strange in New Jersey in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And remember, if you want the method to turn your content creation into generating revenue, comment down below ATM and I'm gonna send a method in your DMs.
Did not say that. Did not say that.
This is Seattle, Washington. We were told that they had to raise the streets and level certain areas. And just looking like an absolute reset wasteland, like the ground has been sucked away. But what interested me most about this very, very early photo of Seattle, Washington, was this little skyscraper back here. Look at this thing. This is the earliest photo of Seattle. Most people might be looking at this house or this one. These men down here, it looks like the gallows or something right in the center here. Is somebody hanging? Zoom in a little more. But what I noticed in the earliest photo we can see is a full-blown city back here. Skyscrapers. And then this one. Hello. What is this? I mean, looking as modern as anything today.
This should be crazy, right?
Now, this story is mind-blowing. How many people heard of the woman that took a dead father, cremated ashes, and put it under the microscope? She's seen the universe. Here is another image of our father, cremated ashes, under the microscope. You can't tell me that don't look like the universe. More images. I guess it's true what they say. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I had no idea our ashes look like this under a microscope. This is an image of the universe. Another image of the universe. But if you look at these images, it looks just like cremated ashes. When you look at these ashes real close, it looked just like star clusters or glitter. When I seen those ashes, the first thing I thought about was, damn, we really are a part of the universe. But we think we are just our physical body. No, we are way more special than just the physical body. When you look at these ashes, it kind of seems like we are going back to the universe, where we came from. This is a mind-blowing story and also a reminder letting us know that we really are stars.
Hey, y'all. You see why I believe you gotta sell your soul to be really, really rich? Cause how come it's always the rich people in their damn mansions that they be finding all this weird stuff at, bro? Like, why the hell are you gonna build a tunnel system and build a whole satanic church in the bottom of your house with real human bones? This reminds me of Benjamin Franklin. He had a whole bunch of dead bodies at the bottom of his house when they searched his basement. What is up with the elite and worshiping the devil and human sacrifice? Because y'all can't tell me people are out here worshiping the devil and not sacrificing anything. Like, for real, have you ever seen somebody find a whole damn satanic church at the bottom of a house in the suburbs? No wonder why they're so rich. Look at all them sacrifices they made.
My question is, who was sick enough to build them like that? Who built it? Who built that shit? And all them fake bones and skulls, not fake, all them bones and skulls, who placed them like that? Gotta be a sick piece of work to do some shit like that, bro. That's my question. Who did that?
Airplane. Helicopter.
This shit.
Alright. I just gotta tell you that I had a real frightening dream last night. I dreamed that I woke up and I looked at the sun and it was like a fourth of the size of the earth. That's how big it was. And you know what? I asked you. I said, Kurt, is that the sun? Because it almost looked like the moon, but it was bigger than you've ever seen the moon or the sun or anything before. And he said, yeah, that's the sun. We're in trouble. Oh, man. I'm trying to figure out what the rest of the dream was. Anyway, it was basically the end. I have premonitions, dreams. I think it's the energy in the air. There were times I just thought I was gonna die.
Now this clip, that clip speaks volumes to me because I dream real heavy and I have premonitions like crazy. And my sister, the whole family always tell me, watch what I say because I be manifesting shit in like an instant. And one time I did have a dream chase me up my stairs. It was a dark spirit chasing me up my stairs. And I always preach pray, but at this point I was running so much I didn't think to pray. And that's just me being holding myself accountable, being honest. Cause I don't never believe in so what, you might say something once but you might not have did it. Keep that shit 100. And I'll tell you, like, nah, I didn't, but my mind wouldn't allow me to, if that makes sense, in the dream. Like, I was so busy running that I wasn't allowing myself to think. And I think when we in fear, it don't allow us to think. But in that dream, y'all, I was shook. I haven't had it in a minute, but I remember running. I was running and I don't know what was chasing me, but I do remember in my past I can always pinpoint when somebody's soul has transitioned. We're not going to use the word, the D word, D, you know, all that. I'm going to say when someone's soul transitioned, that's what, like every time that's happened, most of the time when that's happened to someone close to me or someone that I know of, or I know of a situation that them going through something, I can always pinpoint when it's like a premonition in my mind, a feeling in my heart and my gut, and then I'll ask or I'll say something and then I'll get a call and somebody be crying on the other line and they'll be like, this just happened. And it scares me. And I talked to my grandmother about this and she just tells me, like, she's spiritual. She's religious too, but she's spiritual. And she used to just be like in so many words, tap in more to that. Tap more into that, but be careful because it could get real tricky. But that kind of hit home for me. Kind of shook me a little bit, but I got a little goosebumps with that shit. But it is what it is. I'll be alright. I don't think I would feel comfortable even walking through that mud.
We're dead ass witnessing Kodak Black become a real life junkie, and it's sad. Like, as a real OG Kodak Black fan, as a fellow Haitian, this shit hurt my heart. Every time I see Kodak Black on the blogs about some crackhead shit, it really breaks my heart. Like, that shit is so sad. Like, where is his team? Where's his friends? All them damn baby mamas. He got somebody, anybody. At this point, bitch, where's Jack Boy? Like, someone need to come save him. This shit is sad.
Hey, look, sometimes when you in that Hollywood shit and you get to a certain status, they like to remove and isolate. They like to remove people that believe, you know, that know the way. They like to remove those people out your life, out of your presence, because they gonna keep you questioning too. So you never really gonna get lost if you got a bunch of people who believe in the word, or they know the way, you know, stuff like that. They live righteous. They don't want those people around. So what they do is kind of push you more into a room full of people that believe what they want you to believe, so that they can control you. You get what I mean? So when she's asking, where are these people at? Some of these people have gotten removed. Sometimes the relationships break. Sometimes the success causes you to have to leave people alone. Sometimes it causes friction with you and your other people you grew with. Envy comes into play. It's a lot of different situations. But yeah, like I said, I think Kodak went left after that verse with what was it? Him, was Dreezy on that song, and I think Black. I think that was the song. If I'm not mistaken, he was talking real woke. He was on that shit. And I think that's when they was like, nah, get him. Because he gonna wake up the youth. He had the youth. He had the youth. At least, yeah, he had the youth for it. He had a little bit. He had his foot on their necks for a second, and he could have changed a lot. But y'all know that's not the move that Hollywood wants to go. They don't want that frequency out. They want a whole nother frequency. They gotta bring them 6ix9ines out, man. That's what they gotta put. They gotta push them type of artists. They have to. It's just how it goes in that business.
So I just saw that the U.S. Senate passed a bill yesterday declaring the bald eagle the national bird of the United States. What? Has it not always been? Is this like some news headline from 1782? Whatever this timeline multiverse simulation game is, I'm done playing it.
Damn, I thought that's been a bird.
I did a little more research about these orbs and these drones because the experts are saying they are made out of plasma. So the sun is plasma. We are plasma. And this TV show told us about this. This TV series is still on Netflix, so maybe you should go watch it because I think they predicted what's going to take place with us. These orbs we see are really probes. They came here to identify who was on this planet. If you go back and watch the TV series, they told you. They sent us a signal and we reacted to the signal and then they came. So right now we have these orbs. They are scanning the planet for everyone that got that in their arm because that was nothing but nanobots. The elites tried to scare everyone and people fell for it. And they went and got all those nanobots put inside of their bodies. Now when these orbs are here or the drones, they can actually hit the kill switch. These aliens was dying and they didn't understand why they was dying. So they figured out if we come to this planet, we could take it over. But not only that, they needed hosts before they got here. You took the nanobots. Now you are a host to these orbs or these drones.
If I'm not mistaken, chlorophyll removes toxins and metals out your body. So I'm assuming that could help with what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Chlorophyll. Take the drops. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Look, y'all. More birds sending us messages, y'all. This was just in Nashville, Tennessee. These vultures are putting up their wings, y'all. And I know people are going to say, oh, this is natural. Don't worry about it, Juice. But what is up with all the birds acting out lately? These birds look like they are praising something. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. It's like they're taking in an energy, right? Look at that. But it's much deeper than that, right, y'all? Because everything is esoteric. So what if these birds were doing the wings of Ma'at, right? What if they're welcoming the ancient ones, the ancestors that are among us right now? It looks like they're doing the arms of Osiris, right? They're opening their arms, welcoming something. They are telling us something is here. They are excited. Remember, birds make all kinds of noise. And they are literally tied to the electromagnetic field of the earth. So what if they pick up on things that we're not able to see? They see differently, don't they? They see things at a higher elevation. So what if these birds are paying reverence to the laws of Ma'at, right? There are 42 laws of Ma'at, and we are in the year 24. It is flipped. So yes, y'all, what a very interesting time to be alive indeed. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Last time them birds did that and Conscious said something, y'all got on his ass. So what y'all think now?
So I accidentally fell asleep with YouTube playing on my TV, and it's like the middle of the night. And when I woke up for my dream, this was on my TV. Who are you? Why is that on my TV?
Every night, and that's what she wants out of me. And all they say, hey. All they say, woman. Hey.
The first clip, if it's on your TV, why don't you just change the shit? It's gonna make you more scared the more you look at it. Again, try to pray it off. The second one, with the fan, how is that shit scary? It's a damn fan, bro. She running like she's swinging at the fan like, go, just turn it off. Turn it off, bro. And then that dude that was acting like he was crying when he went around the corner and saw the body right there. I don't know why. If I had known that he was in the clip, I don't think that his shit is real. I think he do shit for clicks and views. It's not real. It's not like interesting to me. It's not entertaining. The shit is too over the top to me. But y'all let me know, because if I had noticed that he was in here, I wouldn't have posted that shit. But just for the strength, while I'm editing, I'm gonna keep him in there. I'll keep him in for the video, but typically I would have just like edited that part out. Y'all probably wouldn't even know he was in the video, but I don't like his content. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling. And bro, with the bee in his nose, what, you just gonna sit there and let the bee just go straight to your shit? Hey, in my opinion, if you gonna sit there and let that thing sting you, you deserve that shit, bro. You should have been moving from the jump, been swiping him down or something from the jump. A natural reaction. But you let his ass go get too close and you think he not gonna sting you? Really? Hey, people gonna be people though.
I swear the people on the blue app are going first. They're going to be the first ones to go. Why does it seem like the only people that know about these drones are the ones that are on this app, that are on this very app? I went into a group. In fact, I posted it on my page, on my Facebook, and I don't go on Facebook a lot. And I was like, has anybody heard about the drones? And I get like 4 responses, and they're like, what are you talking about? You mean like Christmas toys, like for sale? Like, are they on sale? Like, do you have a coupon? And then I went to another, like a group, and it's a local group. And I was like, has anybody heard about the drones? What do you guys think of it? Thoughts? And they were like, drones, what do you mean? There were so many laughing emojis on my post. And I should have known better, because the blue app, they're full of idiots. It's a bunch of people who are either A, just being real ratchet, posting ratchet stuff all day, or they're just complaining about how much their family doesn't talk to them, and they just try, but yet and still they sit on there and try to impress every family member that they claim they do not like. And I just don't understand how we're like the only ones who really know about this. It doesn't make sense. They're unprepared. They're going to be the first ones to go. I'm pretty sure of it. Between them and X and IG, like, I see why they're trying to take this away. Because